What's going on? Tein with the Digital Realty team and Freedom Growth Partners of LPT Realty here. And today I'm answering the number one common question I get, and that is, Tein, what do the best real estate agents do? Before we dive into it, just a quick reminder, this is absolutely free. So if you could do me a favor, and if you find this information valuable as you're going into the video, smash that like button and please consider subscribing, because that helps a ton with the YouTube algorithm. I know a lot of you that are watching are not subscribed yet, so go ahead and hit that subscribe button, all right? And comment down below on any questions that you may have that I can help answer. Starting off with number one, most top agents that I know of, including myself, they have a consistent schedule. Weekdays, weekends. Regardless, they will have a consistent schedule. Their schedule just does not change because Susie or Bob asked them if they wanted to go out to grab some food in the middle of the day while they're prospecting. No, that does not happen. They say no to a lot of things that pop up because of the consistent schedule. And they have a very, very strong morning and evening routine. Those go hand to hand, because if you have a bad routine, a bad night of sleep, your next day is going to be impacted. Me for example, my day normally starts off with where I'm handling the hardest things in the morning, gym, and then prospecting, right? And then following up, and then appointments. And then in the evening, after I'm home eating dinner and winding down, I'm gonna go ahead and prep for the next day, whether it's prepping for the appointment, doing some side projects, working on within the business, things like that are done after hours. A lot of top agents, they're super consistent with their schedule. Like I said, regardless if it's weekday or weekend, we wake up typically the same time, we go to sleep typically the same time. Number two, they are absolutely fixated on their goals, all right? So they write it out of exactly what it's gonna take to hit the goals, and they envision it numerous times throughout the days. They write it out a bunch of times. Personally myself, I've had my goals written on a piece of paper at my home office desk, at my office desk, in my car, and you're saying it out loud, you're envisioning the things that's gonna happen. And I believe some people call it the law of attraction, right? And it just so happens to be a lot of them end up hitting their goals and even achieving more. So they're super fixated on their goals. They have long-term grit. A lot of agents give up so quickly and so easily on their goals. Everybody start off with their goals in the beginning of the year in January, and they're super excited about it. Most agents, their goal, their vision will last maybe 3 months if lucky, and they just drop it. Not with top agents. We have long-term grit, and we're gonna stick through it, and we know the power and the daily activities that we do every day with our consistent schedule. It may not seem like it's doing anything today, but we know that over time, with it compounded, it's gonna be powerful. Two books that helped me a ton with that, which I'll drop a link down below. One is The Slight Edge by Jeff Olson, and then second is Compound Effect by Darren Hardy. Those two books were really eye-opening for me and really helped me understand the concept of the pendulum in life, and as well what we do today. It may not seem like it's much, but it's gonna make a powerful impact over time, just like as if you were working out, trying to perfect a sport, whatever it is, everything takes time. We don't bounce from one thing to another, all right? When we stick to a goal, we give it time, at least 6 months before we even consider dropping it. And that is a part of having long-term grit. A lot of agents out there, they'll bounce from one idea to the next, cold calling for 2 months, not getting any results. They jump onto social media for 2 months, not getting any results. They jump onto something else, and the next thing you know, they're back to cold calling. We don't do that. We stick to one thing for at minimum 6 months before we even consider changing things up. So you have to have grit and stick through it for the long haul. Number four, they are perfecting their craft. Whether it's the calls, the presentation, the systems and processes, we are constantly looking for ways for how we can improve our craft and as well how we can improve our business. All right, so it can come in the forms of role playing. It can come in the forms of hiring a coach, being around people that's where you want to get to, all right? And we are so stuck in perfecting the craft that we operate in ways of ROI. And what I mean by that is a lot of low producers out there, they're not thinking of in an ROI, what's my return on investment if I invest in this, right? They're more looking at it in a way of how much is this going to cost, right? I don't really care how much it's going to cost if there is an actual ROI behind it, especially when it comes to improving myself. So that's why I've always hired coaches and always have mentors, because there is always an ROI when you bet on yourself. So you have to really perfect the craft. And a lot of top agents, what they'll also do is, study the market every single day, and they adjust with the market. We don't make excuses, whether if it's an up market, down market. No, we adjust with the market. When COVID hit and my main business was coming from for sale by owners, right? All my closings were from for sale by owners, and next thing you know, all the for sale by owners selling on their own. I was still going on appointments, and all these for sale by owners were selling on their own. I pivot, and I was able to switch my lead pillar to something else, and I doubled down on it, and I was able to even double my business when that happened. And that only was able to happen because I'm constantly working on perfecting my craft, and I'm constantly working on improving my business. What can I do to make this better? So that's one thing that you need to have in your head is, how can I perfect my craft, make things better? Number 5, they are grateful. It's a fine line between being grateful and being super ambitious, right? Because a lot of times people are super ambitious, but they forget about everything that they have in life already. You're already winning, whether you realize it or not, especially if you're living here in the US. If you got hot water, electricity, bed, maybe even a car to sleep in, but some food, right? You're doing much better than a lot of people out there already. So having that grateful mindset will actually make you happier, and then you're gonna be able to perform better because you're going into work happy. And whether you realize it or not, everything that we do in our personal life carries over into our business world. All right, a lot of people, when they're running into problems with their business, they're looking for business solutions, but in reality, you need to focus on your personal life. That's gonna help improve your business. Thanks for tuning in today. And again, if you found this information valuable, please smash that like button and please consider subscribing. We're constantly dropping videos to provide you all value. So I hope you can appreciate that. And please comment down below on any questions you may have that I can help answer. I'd love to chat and be able to help out with anything you might have in question. And if you're looking for a coach or a mentor and you have no idea how, where to get started, over here at LPT Realty, I am mentoring agents and I'm helping them succeed at a high level. And it's for absolutely free. So if you're thinking about that, click the link down below. Let's chat to see if it makes any sense at all to partner up. And then we also have our Discord channel where if you need a community that's full of hustlers, click on that link, join our Discord, get plugged in, and join our masterminds, and you will crush it.